Hi friends, it's Liz here. Thank you so much for joining me today. I have my design project for Clique Kits and we will be making some, I'm thinking maybe multi-pockets. I was originally thinking about different ways to send gift cards or to give a gift card for the holidays. But then they kind of turn into really lovely pockets for like a journal or a planner. So let me show you what we will be making. I'm using the kit. I guess it's been my favorite kit so far. Miracle on 34th Street. I will have all the supplies linked in the description box below. And it just seems to be the kit that I've been working with for the holidays. I absolutely love it. And so far, I think I have made many different projects. I'll be showing you another project that I've made in this video as well. But for now, we'll make this kind of multi-pocket idea that I had. So I'm taking this coin envelope. Now, if you don't have a coin envelope, I will be showing you how to make a similar sort of pocket in the video. I'll put that at the end. But I started with this coin envelope and I wanted to just cover it up to, just kind of give it a base, and it's not that kind of yellow tone that the envelope itself has. I love to repurpose items whenever possible, whenever I'm crafting. And so I figured this would be a great way to do that because I did have some of these coin envelopes that I wanted to use up. And, this worked out really well. So as you can see, I'm just using some scraps that I had already on my desk. And then of course I'm combining them with the lovely items and ephemera from the Miracle on 34th Street. And again, I will leave links to the items I'm showing you as well. If you're interested, you can check out the unboxing of the different kits that I received for my last design team package. And I'm super happy with it. So here I just wanted to point out that I'm only adding glue to like a little bit of the bottom of the what would be the closure of the envelope, which I have turned upside down. And now changing the way I'm using this envelope and kind of at this point cutting this part of it, which would have been the bottom of it, but now it's going to be the top. Then now I've made myself a couple of more pockets that I can use to fill. For example, if I wanted to make some tags, which I can for this one, I'll make some tags that I can add to the front pocket, and then I'll just decorate it as as I go with it. Now, the one thing I love about this project is that I get to use up some pieces that I have. I get to make something handmade for the person that I'm gifting the gift card to. And so it's a bit more personal, it's not just buying a gift card holder and kind of sticking something in it. I can put money in this as well, which is kind of nice for the teens or, someone again that's crafty. If you've got like a Michael's gift card going somewhere, then this would be a lovely way to send it, I think. Here I'm just using some of the ephemera pieces that came in that Simple Stories collection, which I absolutely love. And if you have seen this collection, the unboxing, there's a lot of pieces as well that relate to the home and to cooking and baking, things that you would have in your home that you could probably add to your journaling or to your planner pages. So I think it's such a lovely and versatile ephemera pack, which is one thing that I really like about it. Now, to make a tag, it's super easy for the one I'm using. I did use one of the pattern papers that came in the kit, and I just cut it to size. So I believe this one is a 3x5 piece of paper that I cut into it. And that, for me, makes a really nice size of a tag. I have some space to decorate it, but it's also a nice space if I want to add maybe a little bit of plain paper or lined paper to one side. I can also maybe send a little note on this as well, and the tag itself is something that they can keep, or just kind of have the whole thing that stays as a reminder of the gift, and not just again a gift card holder that you can just pick up anywhere at this point. So I'm just decorating the bottom of the pocket here, which I thought would be, something nice to embellish. I'm using my punch here just to add a little notch to the top of this pocket. So from what you see here, I've basically made 2 pockets from this one envelope so far. And then I'll show you a different way that you can also use this and, kind of have additional areas to tuck things in if you're using this in a journal or like a traveler's notebook, etc. So I'm really, really loving this. This reminds me, do any of you have planners that you actually set up for, the next year? Because this for me would be the time that I start to set mine up and get my ideas together on how I want to do that. Now, the one I would use for my creative projects, which is separate from my own personal planner, is the one that I probably would be sharing with you. If you're interested, let me know. Leave a comment below. And let me know, do you just use a planner just for strictly planning, or do you enjoy using a planner to decorate and embellish and sort of use it as like a scrapbook or like a glue book? Let me know in the comments below if you use a planner and what you use it for. And then also if you'd like to see the way I set up a planner, and or at least my creative planner. And yeah, let me know, and then I'll see if I can film those if you're interested. But this definitely is the time for me when I start doing that, because I like to sort of have an idea of what I'm using and, all that kind of preparation that goes into it. So here you can see I just made another tag. Again, very similar. I'm cutting like a rectangle. I believe it's about 3 inches by about 5.5, the one that's in the pocket. And I added one of the brads to the top of it, so it's something you can see through the little thumb, the little thumb hole notch, whatever you want to call that. And then here I'm just trying to decide how to decorate my additional tag that I want to add to it. I have another one that I'll show you in a little bit how I've decorated that, just to give you some other ideas. And then I've got another little project that I made. Initially, that's the one that I was going to show you, sort of the, craft with me. But I have, I believe, something very similar to it as well, which I will link below once I show you what I'm talking about. So here we go, like the quick tag here, I just added the little Christmas tag on it. And then I'm thinking I'll add, of course, my little ribbon, because that just kind of, makes it a little bit nicer to have something to go with it. And of course, you can, embellish it however you would like, and either cut the angles at the top of it to make it look more like a tag, or leave it sort of like this size, which I also happen to like sometimes. So here I'm just tying a little bow, which hopefully will work. I was thinking this could also be used if you're giving like a gift where, I guess it might be arriving and you've got a printout to show that you have that gift coming. I think this would be a lovely way to also give that, instead of just sticking it in an envelope, folding it up and kind of putting it in the larger pocket so that the person that's receiving it can pull it out and read what it is that they're going to be receiving. So I know nowadays when things are a little late in the mail, you kind of want to, show that you purchased something or that it is coming, but, it's just a piece of paper sometimes that you print out. So here I'm showing you how I would stick my gift card to the front pocket. This is the other one that I made, which I will show you a little bit more of what I did with this one as well, which I think turned out really, really cute. And then I'm also going to show you that other project that I mentioned with the tiny little project that I had made, which was my original idea of what I thought I was going to share, but then realized I sort of made something similar a little bit, I don't know, a few years back. And I will link that video below so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. So here's the little mini that I mentioned I made. And this was using some of the scraps that I had from the ephemera packs as well. So here's like the pieces of the ephemera pack. I did have some items again on my desk. The paper collection I'm using to make the whole thing is again similar to one that I used in a previous project for Clique Kits. And here you can see I've got another little pocket. I added a tiny tag. This is one of the embellishments from the kit itself. Here I made a little envelope, and again this is just things that I had been playing with. This little envelope is from one of my own digital collections, one of my holiday collections at this point. So here you flip this over, and then you've got another little tuck spot, which I think is cute. And this is using some of the cut aparts from, I believe it was the Simple Stories collection that I'm using here. And then on the back, I just added a tiny tag on this faux envelope, which I can do a little, note or to and from, that sort of thing, if I wanted to send that off. Now, this also doubles as a tree ornament, which I thought was super cute, because I've been thinking more and more about making things that I can gift that maybe could be displayed on a Christmas tree. I think that's such a fun idea, because it's something that you can go back to and look at every year, right, when you pull it out. So here, this little tag was the one I made. This again is using some of the stickers from the collection. This little snowman, I show you how to make a bunch of different Christmas related crafts using your paper punches. I have a video, which I will link that below. I have actually a couple videos showing you different ideas on things you can make with your paper punches. So I will link those videos below for you. Here, this tag, I just added a little ephemera piece and of course some ribbon. And you can see the bottom of that tag, the one that I showed you just now, has like a little bit of a, kind of like a lace bottom. You can see there on the left. And I used my Martha Stewart punch to kind of give it, a little bit more of a design. So here I'm just taking this traveler's notebook size journal here, and I'm just showing you how you can actually use this in a traveler's notebook or in a journal. So depending on how you add it to your page, you can have an additional tuck spot in the back, then you've got your large pocket, and then the one in the front. So essentially you've got 3 pockets from this one little envelope, which I think is always nice to have something that you can add into your journals or planners and that sort of thing. So my friends, I hope you've enjoyed this quick craft with me video. I'm just going to quickly show you how you can make something similar with like a piece of paper, because I know I mentioned that at the beginning, but you can see how quickly we can put something handmade, handcrafted together. You spent a little time crafting using your supplies and then using some of the lovely goodies that came in the kit as well. Everything will be linked in the description box below. All right, so let me show you how you can quickly make any size of a double pocket using a sheet of paper. So this one is like a photocopy paper size paper. I did print one of my digitals on it. This is from my holiday collection. And I'm just folding it like basically, making like these Dutch door looking things, right? So you're kind of aiming to fold it towards the center. I've just added glue to one side to glue this together. And now you see I've made myself almost like a little tube. And then all I'm doing is grabbing the bottom and folding it up. And you can see now that I've got some pockets coming together, right? So it depends how big you want it, how many you want to get out of one sheet of paper. I could have folded this not as tall, and then I could have maybe cut this in half and made 2 different pockets, but I like the size of this one. So you can see you've got the pocket on the front there, and then the pocket on the back, just like this one. And we've just made this with 1 sheet of paper. So here's your pocket. You've got your tall pocket on the back here. And then depending on how you add this to your project, you've got an additional pocket in the back. You add your little notch there, and then people can see there's that. And if I cut it in different levels, then you can make this shorter or taller depending on how you want to use it. So my friends, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you thought, what you liked, and about the planners. Let me know if you used them. I'll talk to you soon, and thank you so much for stopping by.